Now we start. So let's sit in our Sukhasana and close your eyes. Arrive to your seat, to your body. For now, have your hands facing the body and come to your breath. So before you work on your posture, just come to the breath. And use your breath to arrive to your body. With every inhalation, feel the nice expansion of the body. With every exhalation, feel the grounding of the sitting bones and the gentle engagement of the abdomen. Inhaling, the abdomen expands, the chest expands, the rib cage, the spine elongates. And exhaling, grounding with the sitting bones, feeling the nice, gentle engagement of the abdomen. If your eyes are not closed yet, close your eyes and follow the breath. So the breath will take us into the alignment. You all know this, the alignment of the asana. So today, instead of imposing almost or creating the frame of the asana, allow the asana to appear using the breath. And of course, what we're looking for is an open chest, long spine, long neck. But we don't force it, we allow it and invite it. And enjoy the process towards our asana. אני שמעת את כל הדברים האלה, זה לא מפריע. This is our last breath of the meditation. Inhale deeply, elongate, expand a bit more than before, and then bring your hands to Namaste at the base of the sternum and bow the head down, offering your brain to your heart. And then open your eyes and allow the gaze to focus. Release the hands and look up. So, hi everyone. Hannes, I see you joined us, and Penelope, hi. So today our topic is feminine yoga. So within feminine yoga, we could choose a few things to work or to practice. One or few would be the phases of the menstrual cycle. So never mind right now the phases, but we have 3 phases. If you ever want to work on it or know more about it, you can ask me. We're not going to do that. We can also work on pathologies or pathologies related to the menstrual cycle. We're not going to do that. We could also work on menopause, or what else? Pregnancy, or wanting to be pregnant, and so on. But we're not going to do that either. We're just going to work on something very general, which is also, of course, good for men. And we're going to work, and this is the title of the class as well, we're going to work on creating space in the pelvis. So I think if you've been practicing with me, but also if you haven't, we want space in the body, right? We don't want this density and this little, we want space. We want the blood to flow, the lymph to flow, fascia to be wet, let's call it wet, or moisturized. We want muscles to be supple. We want space. So we're going to create this space, which is generally really, really good. For the inner organs, men or male and female, for the lymph that we have in the groins, for blood flow, for, of course, it's all related to hormonal secretion. For women, of course, it's for the uterus and for the ovaries, and for men, it's for the, how do you say it in English? Oh, come on. Prostate, and of course for the psoas. The psoas is always there, right? For the psoas and
Groin?
hip joints, and so yeah, we're gonna create space. So let's start. Talked enough. Um, let's start. So take your blanket and a brick. So if you have a very thick blanket like I do, then you will only need a two-fold, okay? But if you have a normal yoga blanket, this is a very, very big one. This is, by the way, not like the one that we had in the shala, it's bigger. If you have a normal yoga blanket, you're going to do a three-fold. So this is 1, 2, and you have 3 layers. I'll show you from here. Yeah? But it needs not to be so high like this. Okay? So either a 3 or 2-fold. If you'll do the asana and you feel that it's too high, then you just remove one crease and go to the 2-fold. Then place your blanket on the floor and take the brick. Don't place the brick yet, but when you're going to lie down, you're going to place the brick like this. Okay? And here, the sacrum is going to be. All right. And Ilana, if you can adjust your camera lower so I can see you lying on the mat. Okay, so now lie down with your back close to the blanket, nothing under your head, and then lift your butt up and place the brick. Then you need to come closer to the brick so your sacrum is against the brick and your feet are standing on the floor. So you have this, the brick is inclined, yeah? And you have this feeling of the organs getting a little stretch, or the pelvis getting a little stretch in space, and the organs are coming towards the chest, towards the stomach. And it should feel really nice. If it doesn't, then the brick is not in the right height, or it's not really under your sacrum. It should be under the sacrum and tailbone. Nothing is under the lower back. Okay, I'm going to get up. Maybe you want to take another look. Then I'm going to get up and look that you got it correctly. So it looks, you're very tiny on my screen, but it looks good. Ilana, your brick is standing, it needs to lie down. Yeah, and like this, look. Not like that, like this. So like this, your sacrum is here. Yeah. Okay, are you all really, really comfortable? Elena, maybe move the brick more on the blanket so you have more of an angle. Yeah, and move your butt. Huh? I wish I could see you better. Hannes, I'm not sure because it's a cushion, right? You feel good? Okay. Okay. That's it. Now you close your eyes. Tadia, do you feel that the brick is high enough? If not, fold the blanket again. It's up to you. Okay, close your eyes. And you can have your hands on the floor in whichever way comfortable or on the body. Come to your breath. Inhaling and allowing space. Exhaling and releasing. Today looks good. I hope it feels good. Good. So your awareness is in the pelvis. In this space, there is like a triangle, right? There is like a triangle between the pubic bone and the two hip bones. This is where we're creating space. Now and throughout the class. You can have your hands there, you can touch the bones, connect to the space that we're going to work with, whether it's with your hands or just with your awareness. Soften your face. And we're going to stay here for another silent moment. Now come back to your body, to this triangle. You can have your hands there and bring your awareness to your left heel. Move the foot, move the left foot, and then push the left heel to the ground, not strongly, just gently lift the toes, and then straighten the leg as you keep the heel on the ground. You can straighten it completely or leave the knee a bit bent, it's up to your feeling. And then feel the new space, the new, I don't want to say stretch, but I'm going to say stretch in the front groin. And see where it comes, where it leads. Maybe to the abdomen, maybe you can feel it in the leg. The leg is active, the foot is active, and the toes are facing the ceiling. The more you push your heel forward, the more you feel the new space. Just notice that it feels good in the lower back and in the pelvis. Good. Now in the exact same way that you've stretched the leg forward, drag it back. Don't lift, drag it back. And then stand the sole of the feet on the ground and start moving the right foot on the ground. And then push the heel as you lift the toes against the ground until the leg is straight. Connect to the new space. And I'm not going to use, maybe I will, but I don't want to use the word stretch because we're not stretching, we're making space. Okay? We're creating and allowing space. The language is important. Notice when you hear creating space and stretching, what connotation do you have in your mind and in your body? If you like, you can push the heel a bit more and feel more of this space. And then slowly drag the leg back. Stand both feet on the ground. Feel the pelvis, the front of it, the inside of it, and the back of it. Now try and straighten both legs. So you're kind of, with your toes, you're kind of stepping and finding the ground as you lengthen your legs. And then finally, push the heels. If this feels good, stay. If it doesn't, retreat back with your feet. We have Tadasana legs here. The thighs are rotated inwards and the feet are perpendicular to the ground and active. The kneecaps are lifted up. If you have tension in the lower back, bend your knees a bit or all together. Okay? If you can, if it feels nice, keep both feet active and straight. If this feels nice, you might want to consider taking your hands overhead. Still the elbows are bent. Come to your pelvis and to your abdomen and lower back. Check to see if this is right for you. Use the breath to allow the body to expand into this. Soften your jaw, soften your eyes. And only if this feels really nice and comfortable in the lower back, lengthen the hands and straighten the elbows. Now, the thumbs will face the ground and the palms will face each other, just like in Urdhva Hastasana. So we have a little variation of Satubandha, classic Satubandha. For some, it can be really too much for the back. Don't think twice, just either bend your elbows or knees or both. Yeah, the same asana can look like this. If you're not sure, you can look. So it's really up to your body today. So last moment in this asana, come to your breath. Inhaling, expanding, elongating from the heels to the tips of the fingers. Exhaling and releasing tension. If you feel that you have a lot of tension in your body, you might even want to, nobody hears you, so you can sigh from your mouth or just exhale from the mouth if you feel that there is tension accumulated in your body or in your pelvis. Do this at least 3 times. If you don't feel the need, then just follow the breath. Okay. And now release the hands and drag one heel at a time back. One heel at a time. Good. Lift the pelvis gently or slightly, not gently. Take the brick away and drag your blanket. So now the blanket is under your sacrum. So it is a bit less higher than before. If this feels like too much, move the blanket away. If you can stay here and move your legs from side to side. Most of you know this movement very well from my classes. Notice, if you have tension, move the blanket away. Don't think twice. Okay? Start with quite gentle movement and then allow the legs to drop all the way to the ground whenever you're ready. So actually right now I have some discomfort with the blanket. I'm gonna take it away. You can keep your hands on your pelvis or wherever you want to place them. Keep the movement. And remember, one of the benefits of this movement is releasing tension. One of the main benefits. Good. And come back to center. Take the blanket away if you haven't yet. And just stay here in CRP. Good. Now, hug your right knee in. Hug your right knee in. And allow the elbows to come to the side. So we're not releasing the elbows, but we're creating space in the chest. So the elbows will come to the sides and the shoulders will come apart. Yeah? And then in the same way that you've had straighten the leg before, push the heel forward and straighten your left leg. So one of the variation of Pavanmukta. Remember what is Pavanmukta? It's releasing gas asana. So one of the things that we will do is we will create compression like we do now with the right knee and we'll extend. So this is really healthy for the body, hormonal secretion, lymph, blood flow. Good. Now drag the heel back, stand the sole of the foot, stand the right sole of the foot on the ground, hug the left, take the elbows to the sides, creating space in the chest, and drag the heel forward. So you can see that we're very gentle in the way that we move. And maybe in normal classes or other classes, I don't know if they're normal, other classes we would be a bit more quick, but here we really want to go deep into our body and into the sensations. So we do everything slow. We don't want to fire any muscle or any group of muscles. We want to slide into the asana, just like we want to create space. So you can say that it's more about the journey than the destination. Okay. And then release the leg, stand the other leg on the ground, and move your legs again. Okay. Now hug your knees again, one leg at a time. So here you can choose. You can have your hands on your knees. This will be a bit easier for the lower back and a bit easier for the abdomen. Or you can release your hands. At any point you can bring your hands back to your knees. So your big toes will touch and they'll stay connected, yeah, as you circle your knees. So I'm saying it again. If you have tenderness in the lower back, choose to limit the movement and help it a little bit with your hands. Or if you have some tenderness in the hip joints. If not, just big circles. Good. We're going to stay here for a while. You can close your eyes and notice the movement of the body. The more you release the body, the more it will move with the movement of the legs. The movement will come all the way to your head. Just like we felt last class when we did the fascia release. Yeah? The more you release, the more movement you have throughout the body. And if at any point you feel discomfort or pain, you're getting tired, you can stop, or instead of stopping, add the hands. Now circle it to the other way. Good. Maybe it feels like an effort already. If it's not too much, keep going. If it's too much, you can stop and hug your knees. We're almost done. Okay. And then everybody hug your knees in. But, so you're pressing your knees towards your abdomen, but you're taking the elbows away. Yeah? So we're keeping the space in the chest. And by bringing the knees close to the abdomen, you can really press the knees into the abdomen, which is also good for digestion. We're creating this pressure. Okay. And now have your hands on your knees. Your fingers will face the toes. So you're no longer holding them when your fingers are facing each other, but your fingers are facing the toes. And then push your knees away. Your arms are long. And then bring them towards your abdomen, elbows to the sides. So your palms are moving on your knees according to what you're doing. And this is the movement. Very simple. Elbows to the sides. Very, very simple. When the knees are close to the abdomen, you exhale. When the knees are close to, what did I say? Yeah, when the knees are close to the abdomen, you exhale. When you take them away, you inhale. And feel the sensations in the abdomen, in the lower back, in the pelvis. You're not looking for anything dramatic. Yeah? You're looking for, what are you looking for? For gentle sensations, subtle sensations. Okay. Release, stand the sole of the feet on the ground, and again we're moving the legs from side to side. Now as you move your legs from side to side, take them lower towards the ground and notice the space. So we have contracted and now we're creating space again. It's really nice to allow the hands to travel on the pelvis as you move. If you like it, allow yourself to do it. So the class is going to be more active very soon, but we're going to take this subtle sensation awareness that we've created here in the warm-up, we're going to take it into the more active part. Okay, next time that your legs are in your right hand side, keep them there. And then take your left arm, so your legs are to the right, you take your left arm and you lengthen it up above your head. So you're creating this length, yeah, elongation between your left knee and your left fingertips. So stretch the arm up, see or feel the sensations on that line. Use the breath to enhance the sensations, to elongate more. Release the hand, move the legs to the other side, allow them to drop, and lengthen the right arm. Find the connection between the right knee and the right fingertips. Lengthen, elongate, more space. You also enjoy more space in the side of the trunk, in the armpit. The psoas is getting a nice length. Okay, now turn to your left side, all the way to your left side. And just like you would get up from Shavasana, push your right hand to the floor and very slowly lift up to seated. Take your time. The head will come up last. And once you're sitting Baddha Konasana. Oh, it's nice to see you. Okay. If you need a blanket, under your sitting bones, take the blanket. Stay in Baddha Konasana. Okay. So in Baddha Konasana, you're going to take the heel of your palm, this is what we call the heel of the palm, and press it along the inner part of the leg. We've done it before, if you did the last sequence. But anyway, what we're doing is we're pressing along you can start also from the inner arch if you feel like it. And you press along the inner part of the leg. And you can allow the body to move. You can allow the shoulders to come up. You can do this one leg at a time, two legs together. It's up to your feeling, up to your flexibility. Okay. And now come into a forward bend. So if it's really easy for you to come into a forward bend here, just come into your forward bend, but don't focus on bringing the head down. Instead, think about bringing the chest forward. If it's a bit more challenging, you take your bricks and you lengthen with the bricks. Yeah. Anyway, you will feel the expansion, most likely, not for sure. You will feel the expansion in the inner thigh. Or maybe for you, you feel it differently. It's all good. The inner thigh is still expanding. You can also lean the head on the brick if you like. Notice if you have any um, frustration, motivation, or anything like this rises. Whatever you have, accept it, but for now it's irrelevant. It's more about feeling sensations and creating space. We're not reaching anywhere, especially not today. Okay, now go back with your hands and move into Sukhasana. Sukhasana, we're going to do both sides, so it doesn't matter which side first. Sukhasana, make sure that it's a square seated position. We want to really reach the piriformis muscle. Okay, so if it will be more open, you will not reach it so well. If this is super easy for you, then you can do the fire log, but it needs to, or the knee needs to be, sorry, the ankle needs to be on the knee, and the other knee needs to be able to go down. So if you're like this, it's not for you. Okay, so it needs to be able to go down, and then you come forward. Okay, so for me, I can do this, but there's no need. It's very, very deep. I am very good and I feel well the piriformis also in Sukhasana. Maybe you use your bricks, maybe not. Find your position and breathe. If you feel that you have too much tension, what you can do is you can introduce some gentle movement from side to side. You can, of course, also go back and have less of a stretch, but if you feel that it's a good place to stay, but it's a bit too much, you feel your face a bit tense, then just introduce this movement from side to side. Very, very gentle, very soothing, like you would soothe a baby. Good. Slowly come up and twist. Doesn't matter which side, but what you want to create, so you're going to twist. You don't want to create a deep twist, but you want to, or you're thinking about the length more than the twist. Okay? If you have your period, be a bit gentler. than um, than usual. So maybe you can twist a lot more. It's not about that. It's about the space, the length. So very gentle twist. Good. And to the other side. Length. And change. We're going to twist now for the second time. So twist, first side, creating length. Push the top of your head, feel the space in your front pelvis. And to the other side. And now come into your forward bend. Maybe there's a difference between the sides. Then adjust yourself according to this difference. Maybe you want to introduce this movement on this side, maybe you don't. Both are fine. Remember, it's more about lengthening than bringing the head down. And right now we're creating pressure in the abdomen, pressure in the pelvis, and we're creating space in the back. And maybe reaching the piriformis deep in the butt as well. Okay, now step back with your hands and move to Baddha Konasana again. Good. Take your hands to your back and open your chest. Take your knees down, open your chest. Make sure that you're not overarching the lower back, especially if you're hyper or very flexible. Yeah, but you can open the chest a lot. Yeah, just don't overarch like this, the lower back. The lower back is long, just like the abdomen is long. The chest is open. Good. Okay. Release the hands. And probably you know this already. If not, you'll know it now. The sole of your feet are standing on the ground. This time, or for now, for this moment, your hands will be behind your back. Okay, so you're leaning on your hands and you move your legs from side to side. This is the last part of the warm-up. So this is extremely gentle. Okay, I don't know if extremely, but it's gentle. If it's enough for you today, stay like this. If you want and you can, start moving without using your hands from side to side into a twist. As you move, you ring your abdomen and you twist in the thoracic spine. It's very natural to walk forward with your butts, with your sitting bones. Just walk backwards when needed. Okay, and you're going to choose. So You can come into animal relaxation pose, which is bringing the abdomen on the thigh, bringing one hand on top of the other and resting the head. Or instead, if you feel that this is what you want, you can come into a deep twist. If you have your period, choose the other one, the first one. So a deep twist, your hand will be against the knee, never mind which side, your hand will be against the knee, and you'll twist deeply to the side, to the back, sorry. If you have SI joint issues, also this one is not for you, okay? So go back to the animal relaxation pose. If you're in the twist, lengthen through the spine and twist through the thoracic. Okay, push up or come back to center, change sides. Either the twist or animal relaxation pose. The abdomen is right on the thigh, right on the thigh. We want the pressure from the thigh. By the way, I didn't say it before. If your abdomen doesn't reach the thigh, it's good to place a blanket there. Push up or come back and slowly move into your downward dog. Take your time, go gently. Allow your body to open up. Yeah, we had a very different attitude for a long time, very gentle and sweet attitude. So allow your body to slowly open up to the downward dog. Don't push it. So remember, not pushing today, allowing. Now rotate your shoulders away from the ears and lift the energy up to your sitting bones. Press the front thigh against the bone. Lift the heels up for now. Make sure that your heels are far enough from your hands. You can use the camera and look at your own spine. If your spine is rounded, most likely you need to take the legs back. Yeah? So release the head, activate the shoulders, push the energy up. If this is happening, then you can start taking the heels down towards the floor. But don't allow the sitting bone to descend down. The sitting bones are standing up. If the heels are not touching the ground, that's absolutely fine. Notice, keep the asana and notice the space that is created in the lower abdomen and pelvis. Then take your hands forward, a longer downward dog. Also, mark. Take your hands slightly forward. Yeah. Yeah, good. Elena, don't push the chest down. Rotate the shoulders. Yeah. Rotate the shoulders. Lift the sitting bones. Don't fall into the flexibility of the shoulders, Elena. Lift. Good. Okay. And take your knees down, everyone, into Adho Mukha Virasana. Keep it, if you can, keep it active. Big toes are touching, knees slightly apart, and your hands forward. The head is on the ground. Mat width apart between your hands, keep them active. If you need rest for your shoulder or elbows or wrists, rest. If not, active hands. So every time that you feel this pressure in the lower abdomen, notice it. So you align the body in the asana, in Adho Mukha Virasana. The frame is well. Now notice the pressure, the very welcome, healthy pressure like a massage in your lower abdomen, in the pelvis. If you don't feel it, maybe you need to bring the thighs slightly closer together. Good. Okay. Inhale, come up on your hands and knees. And touch your toes. Go into your downward dog again. And from downward dog, step your hands, walk your hands back. And then slowly stand up with a round back, one vertebra at a time. Take your time. Okay. Good. Okay. So we're going to start with Tadasana with the brick. You don't have to use the brick, but it's really nice. I almost always use the brick. Place the brick in between your thighs, close to the groin. The thighs are rotated inwards. You hold the brick and you elongate. And the feet are parallel, heels down, top of the head up, base of the sternum up. Different energy in the body now. Fingers down, roll the shoulders back and down. Space in the chest, space in the pelvis, space in the lower back. In the sacrum area. Why do we have space in the sacrum area? Because the thighs are rotated inwards. Okay? And of course, space in the spine because we're pushing the top of the head up. We're grounding the heels. This time it's a different energy. Notice it. Notice my voice. Notice the energy of the asana. Notice your breath. You can close your eyes. Urdhva Hastasana. Lift your arms up. Your palms will be parallel. You can look up for a moment. Make sure that your pinky fingers are slightly coming together, so your palms are truly parallel. Then look forward again. Look at your eye level. Don't look down. And allow the head with the rest of the body. Usually it means that you need to take the head a bit back. Stretch the fingers up as you press the heels down. Lift the kneecaps. Bring the weight of the body slightly more to the heels than the toes. Feel the space in the entire body. Front, side, and back. Lift the hands from the ribs, not from the shoulders. Okay, and release. Next standing asana is Trikonasana. You can release the brick. Separate your feet. Big distance between your feet. So I assume I am a mirror to you. I never ask you actually. I assume I am a mirror to you, so I'm going to demonstrate as a mirror. If not, then no. So right foot out. So we have one line between the right heel and the left inner arch. If not, then adjust it to be so. Good. Square your hips by pushing your left hip joint in. They're not going to be perfectly square. That's absolutely fine. Remember that we're creating space. Already you have space in the pelvis, right? Stretch the arms to open, inhale, and exhale. Come and hold your ankle if you can. Notice the gentle contraction or compression in the right side and the opening in the left. Rotate the chest from bottom up. Yeah. Take the hand on the waist for a moment and take the left shoulder further back. You don't need to look up. You don't want tension in the back of in the neck. Look forward. Just take the shoulder back. Good. Now take the right shoulder back. Okay. Now, oops, what happened to my camera? Maybe somebody's calling me. I don't know. Sorry. Okay. Okay, here I am. All good. So, right? Trikonasana, we were here. Okay. Rotate the shoulders back. And now you're going to stretch the hand. Look how I stretch my hand. Not up. Stretch the hand. How do I call it? Backwards. Yeah. And then rotate the palm towards the ceiling. Lift the arm up. Rotate the palm back towards the front. Then take the arm next to the ear, from the front, next to the ear, and stretch it. Good. Inhale, come up. Yeah? Yes. Other side. Squaring the hips. Rotating the chest. Stretching the arms, inhale. And exhale, coming down into the asana, holding the ankle. Don't lean against, hold. Did you check that your feet are aligned? Some feet, I think from what I see here, are not completely aligned. Okay, straighten the left knee. Now, lift the kneecap up. Now take the hand on the waist and roll the shoulder back. Open the chest and rotate the chest from bottom up. Rotate the left shoulder as well. Open, open, open. Notice the compression in the left side. Notice the space in the right side of the pelvis, yeah? Okay, remember what we did with the hand? First you stretch it backwards. I think it's backwards or, I don't know. But look and do the same. Okay, it's not back like this, it's this. Okay, then we turn the palm up, we bring it up, turn the palm back to center, and then we bring the hand from the front of the face next to the ear, open the chest, release the head, lift up. Good. And turn the feet forward. Who remembers what this asana is called? Uttita Hasta Padasana. This is it. Uttita Hasta Padasana. Stay here. It's like a Tadasana for now. Okay? Good. If this is too much on your shoulders or upper trapezius, hands on the waist. You can close your eyes, lift your kneecap, notice the space in your pelvis. Okay, open your eyes. And for this, maybe you want to take the brick, maybe not. This is going to be Uttita Parshva Konasana. Right foot to the right, left foot forward and slightly in. If you use the brick, place it behind your ankle. Standing, sitting, lying. It's up to you. Okay? The step is slightly bigger than Trikonasana. How do you take You make the step bigger with the back leg, with the leg that is not rotated out. Okay? We're gonna go in one go. So we're not gonna stop in warrior two, then gonna go. We're just going to go. The hand is always coming through the face for the health of the shoulder. Okay? Stretch the arms, inhale, exhale, and sit. Take the hand through the face. Okay, feel the compression on the right, feel the length on the left. Now the length is coming from the foot to the tips of the fingers. Notice that. Open the chest from bottom up. If it hurts your shoulder for some reason, hand on the waist is great. Open. Stay in the asana, I'm going to look at you. Ilana, sink with your right sitting bone lower down if you can. Yes. Silke, sink with your right sitting bone. Sink, sink, sink. Neil, bigger step. You can do it. Trust me. Trust me. Good, Elena, good. Penelope, good. Even lower, Penelope. A bit lower. A bit lower. Yes, last moments. Activate the back leg. Mark, good. Inhale, come up. Okay. Move the breath to the other side. Adjust your feet. Heel into the inner arch. Big steps. Usually, the second side is nicer, I don't know, nicer, but more open. Yeah, so maybe even a bigger step. All right, we're gonna go in one go. Stretch to open, inhale, exhale, go all the way. Yeah, open the chest. Open the chest. If you took your hand through the face, bringing it forward, most likely that your arm will be very close to your ear. If there is a gap, it means that the shoulder is not in the right place. So do it again. Palm is facing the floor, very important. Stay in the asana. I'm looking at you. Ilana, sink. Yes. Tadea, very good. Il, good. Silke, good. Open the chest more, Silke. Open, yes. Hannes, very good. Good. Okay. Hey, Penelope, go back to your right foot. Yeah. Okay, Elena, very good. Lift up, come out of the asana. Turn the feet forward. This is our Tadasana for now. Hands on the waist if you need to rest, or if you feel it, stretch. Depends how you feel. You can close your eyes, soften your face. Kneecaps up, base of the sternum up, sitting bones down. Draw your navel in and up. Sometimes, for some people, the tendency here is to release the abdomen and arch the back. Notice that this doesn't happen to you. Sitting bones down, navel in and up. Top of the head up. Good. And now we're going to go into Ardha Chandrasana. Remember this one? You can close the step for a moment. I'm going to take a sip of water. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate. I think most of you remember it. We're going to do it twice. I'm just going to remind you. Let's hope I have enough room. Yeah, I should have enough room. Okay, so we start with Trikonasana with a brick. Okay, and then, yeah, we go to Trikonasana. This hand doesn't need to come up. It stays on the waist. Then we're looking down without closing the chest. We're looking down, bending the knee, taking the brick one step forward. Okay, don't do it yet. Don't do it yet. You'll have 4 times to do it. Just a reminder. Okay? Then you close a tiny step behind you. We're going to do this slow. All right? I'm going to keep you here. Why are you going to stay here? So you can activate the back leg. This is the front leg, this is the back leg. Okay, then you're going to take another brick, sorry, another step with your brick forward. Notice that it's in one line with your pinky toe. And then you're going to activate this leg and send it up. Okay? Then the heel. There's a opening of the pelvis, opening of the chest. If you feel stable, whoop, which I don't. If you feel stable, then you're going to take the arm up. Now, notice the leg. If it's too high or too low, it's ruining the asana. Okay? It needs to be in one line with the sitting bone, and it needs to be super active. This is the anchor of the asana. Okay? Although it's in mid-air, the anchor of the asana is the leg that is lifted up, not the leg that is on the ground. Okay? Another thing I want you to notice is that the leg that is on the ground didn't turn in. Sometimes it does this. So it needs to stay firm, facing forward. Or facing to the side, not forward. Okay? Yalla, let's do it. So, go, which side do we start with? We start like this. Go to the back of your mat or just make sure that you have enough space. The Trikonasana that we do here is a bit smaller than the Trikonasana before. Okay? Remember, when we land out of the asana, we land in Trikonasana. It's important for the hip joint. Okay? So, Trikonasana, hand on the brick. Then the upper hand is on the waist. The chest is open. You look down to the foot. Do it slowly, step by step. Don't rush. Then bend the right knee and take one step with the brick forward. Good. Then close the step with the foot behind you and come on your toe. So you're on your toe and you're ready and you are able to stay here for a while. Okay, because your legs are strong. Your chest is open as much as it can be here. Take another step with the brick forward. Now, activate the back leg. You're going to shoot it to come up. Yeah. Push the heel. Push the heel. Open. Open the chest. Activate the back leg. Activate the back leg. Open the chest. If you're taking the leg too far behind you, like I did a moment ago, you might fall. Make sure that the heel is in one line to the sitting bone. If you feel stable, lift the hand up. Okay, Trikonasana, land back. Hand on the thigh. Raise the arm, lift up. Okay? You got this. Other side. This one I'm going to do with you. Next one I'm going to look at you. Okay. A bit smaller Trikonasana than a classic one. Stretch, come down. Then the top hand is on the waist. Look down to the foot. Bend the knee, bend the front knee. Take one step with the brick. Close the step behind you, get ready. You're not in a hurry. You're only on the tips of the shoulders. Open the chest, everyone, open the chest. You're looking down, but opening the chest. Okay. Take the brick a step forward, don't come up yet. Give power to the back leg. Activate the back leg with your mind, then send it up with the heel already activated. Activate the back leg. The back leg is everything. Open the chest. Back leg. Back leg. If you have stability, arm up. Back leg again. Back leg. Back leg. Okay, Trikonasana. Land, open, reach the arm, Come up. Good. Now second time, I'm looking at you and you do it. Trikonasana. I'm gonna go step by step, slightly faster. Okay? Inhale, exhale, Trikonasana. Take the top hand on your waist. Look down to the brick. Take the brick a step forward. Yeah, take the back leg a step forward. Get ready. Stay here. Don't move. Stay here. You're on the tips of your fingers and you're ready. You're ready. Good. Take the brick a step forward. And lift. Shoot the back leg. Penelope, higher with the back leg. Yeah. Straighten the right knee. Elena, straighten the right knee. Open the pelvis. If you have stability, lift the arm. Shoot the back leg. Shoot the back leg. Open the chest. Open the chest. Heel. Tadea, straighten the knee. Okay. Trikonasana. Find your Trikonasana, even if you didn't really get it. Trikonasana. Where is your Trikonasana? Proper Trikonasana. Yeah. Come up. Okay. Before you do the back side, the last side, what we're activating in the back leg, the leg that is on top, that is in the air, right? So this leg. Of course, we're activating the front thigh, but we're also activating the inner thigh, okay? So imagine how you lift the inner thigh with the muscles, of course. You lift it up. You shoot the heel. If the foot is soft, the entire leg is going to be soft. You need to push the heel, okay? That's the secret. Inner thigh and heel. Let's do it. Trikonasana to the other side. The brick is next to the ankle. Look at the feet before you go. Look at the feet. Are they perfectly aligned? Is the heel just in front? Kneel already a bigger step here. Yeah. Is the heel just in front of the arch? Is the foot facing exactly out? Okay. Now go into your Trikonasana. Straight knees. Completely straight knees. Take the brick. Hand on the waist. Good. Take a step forward with the brick. Close the step behind you. Take another step forward with the brick. Wait. You're ready. And now come up. Shoot the leg. Inner thigh. Yes. Inner thigh and heel. Inner thigh and heel. Yes. Straighten both knees. Straighten both knees. Inner thigh and heel. Open the chest. Open the pelvis. Straighten the standing leg. Penelope, your leg was heavy. Lift it higher up. Yes, yes, yes. Activate it. Yes. You're doing very well. Good. Last moments, if you can, you reach your arm. No need to look up. Look forward. Ilana, no need to look up. Straighten the back of your neck and neck. Okay. Land in Trikonasana. Even if you fell, land in Trikonasana. Adjust the Trikonasana to adjust your hip joint. Come up. Close the step. Stand in Tadasana. Very, very, very nice. Close your eyes. With or without the brick, it doesn't matter. Close your eyes, come to your breath. Okay, open your eyes. So we mostly created this kind of space with the standing asanas that we did, right? Now we're going to create another kind of space, this kind of space, Guess the asana? You can answer. Warrior one, okay? If you don't have knee issues, we're going to do the classic warrior one. If you have knee issues, you're going to do the variation, okay? Start from the top of your mat. We start together in the same way, and then some of us are going to go to the classic, some of us stay in the variation. So hips width apart with your feet. Yeah. The right foot is slightly bent. That foot will stay on the ground. And the left foot, you take a big step back. Okay. Now, if it's right for you, you're going to turn the heel inwards. If it's not, keep the heel facing backwards. So notice that it's not warrior two. Yeah? You're taking a slight, I think, Hans, that you rotated the heel too much, I think. Okay, so just slightly in, really slightly in. Then you rotate your hips forward and straighten the front knee. So wherever you are, straighten the front knee. Even if your heel is up, yeah, or your heel is down. Straighten the front knee. Okay, square your hips. Reach your arms up. Reach your arms up. Sitting bones down. Pubic bone up. Navel in and up. Lift the kneecap up. Turn the chest, the pelvis, especially if your heel is down, or only if your heel is down, the pelvis is not going to be perfectly square, but the chest can come to be squarer or completely square, maybe. Okay, keep looking forward and bend the front knee into warrior one or variation of warrior one. Kneel bigger step. Okay, good. Draw your navel in. Lift the base of the sternum. If it feels right for you, look up and imagine the connection between the pubic bone and the chin. So you're not breaking the neck back, but you're extending the front part of the body. It should feel nice. Ground with the back leg and move lower with the right knee. Good, everyone. Okay. Straighten the front leg. Release the hands. Close the step forward. Standing Tadasana with feet hip width apart, hands on the waist. So remember this power pose? So your chest is fully open, elbows to the sides. Look forward at your eye level. If you like, close your eyes. More weight on the heels than the toes. Yes. Okay. Good. Open your eyes. Left foot stays forward, right foot in a straight line back. Then, if it's right for you, heel inwards just a little bit. Yeah? Then we square the hips as much as we can. And we square the chest as much as we can. Straighten the front leg. Activate the kneecap, lift it up. Reach the arms. Activate the back leg. Push the muscle against the bone. Lift the pubic bone towards the navel. Lift the navel towards the sternum. Lift the sternum towards the chin. And then continue with taking the chin up. If it feels right, and then sit. Notice that first we took the head. If it's not right for you, you can do it next. You can do it you can bring the head back and then take the head. Bend the knee if you haven't yet. Good. Very good. Allow yourself to sink down. Lift the pubic bone up, all the way to the chin. Stretch the fingers. Okay. Straighten the knee. Lift. And close the step. Power pose instead of Tadasana. More weight to the heels than the toes, everybody. More weight to the heels than the toes. Base of the sternum up, elbows to the sides. Draw your navel in and up. Don't allow the belly to be released and the lower back to have tension. Lift. Okay. So, release. The end of the class came very quickly. So, you have two choices for final asana. One is what we usually do at the end of the class, is, or sometimes during the class, is the L-shaped handstand. If you choose to do this, go ahead and do it. So just like a very quick reminder, you need a wall. You measure one leg distance off the wall, or a bit more than that is also okay. It doesn't have to be perfect 90-degree angle, because then there can be tension on the back. So wherever your feet are, your hands will be a bit more forward than that. Then you take your legs on the wall, and this is your final asana before Shavasana, or a restorative asana. I had something different planned, but we don't have enough time. So it will be this. Either with a bolster or a rolled mat or a rolled blanket. Yeah? We're going to go into Supta Baddha Konasana. If you don't have not a rolled mat and not a rolled blanket, then just the floor is absolutely fine. Okay? Bricks under the knees, the bolster, a blanket to the head, for the head. So have 1 palm distance away between your sitting bones and your bolster. Then lift and tuck the tailbone and lie back down. Your hands, open your hands unless you feel the need to have them on the body. If you're doing the L-shaped handstand, do it up to 3 times. Choose your asana. Very good. If you're in Supta Baddha Konasana, prepare your body for Shavasana. For those of you who finished with the L-shaped handstand, go into your Shavasana. Or, and this is for everybody, you can choose to have a Shavasana in Supta Baddha Konasana. Okay? So either a regular Shavasana, or you stay in Supta Baddha Konasana as Shavasana. It's your choice, and we have 3-4 minutes. Let's say 4 minutes, and I'll take some time over. If you're in Shavasana and you have a bolster, I recommend to take the bolster under your knees. Cover yourself if it's cold. You can have a blanket under your head. Now, in whichever asana that you are, imagine the relaxation coming from the pelvis to the extremities of the body. And the relaxation comes like ripples on a lake. One ripple, then the next, then the next, until the body and mind are completely relaxed. Take a few silent moments. Bring your awareness back into your physical body. And if you're in Supta Baddha Konasana, bring one knee at a time back to the center. If you're in Shavasana, drag your legs slowly up to standing and then roll on to your right hand side. Do it slowly, slowly, with no effort or hardly any effort. Support your right arm, your head with your right arm and stay there for a moment. If you're already up, then you can stay up. If you're still there, be heavy. Give yourself another moment of this nice heaviness. Then open your eyes and close your eyes. And then you can close your eyes, or you can keep your eyes closed if you like, but push yourself up to seated. Your head will come up last. If your eyes are not closed yet, close your eyes, elongate the spine, open the chest. Bring the palm to Namaste at the base of the sternum. Lift the base of the sternum up and bow the head down with gratitude towards your body and everything else that might rise. Gratitude is one of the most important um, qualities, I would say, to have. Okay, open your eyes and thank you very much. I hope you have enjoyed it and you feel nice and open in the pelvis and relaxed. If you like to share, as you know, I'm always happy to hear what you want to share. Um, Thank you for being here today and or in the recording, and see you next week. Bye. Take it easy.